Hi, welcome back to your science term of the day, number 9. I'm your teacher, Mr. Samuel Rickert, here at the Scholar Dog Studio. The Scholar Dog Studio. Here's me playing chess with Einstein. Here's your daily smile face. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome in. Key term for today is hypothesis. So in the next minute or less, I got my timer right there. We're going to define hypothesis. But first, pause the video, write for yourself, what is a hypothesis? Is it just some step of a scientific method that's not useful for our daily lives? I would disagree, but what do you think? Go ahead and answer this for yourself. Okay, thank you for pausing the video. Here's my answer. What is hypothesis in a minute or less? Hypothesis is not just a guess, so it's not a guess. Rather, it's an educated prediction that is scientifically testable. Here's what I mean. So each part of this definition is important. So first, it has to be educated. You have to be based off of your strategy. So part of the education, and we're going to get to, but it's not just some random guess. I guess the Lakers are going to win. That's not a hypothesis for several reasons, but first it has to be educated. It should be based off of your strategy of proving or disproving a particular idea. So you want to test whether a drug is effective or not in preventing some disease. You're not just going to test, every random chemical. You're going to, when you get to the hypothesis stage, you're going to have some ideas of what might work and how you're going to do it. So it has to be educated. It needs to be a prediction. So it needs to be something about the future, a prediction about what will or will not happen. So we don't do hypotheses about the past. We don't do any of these things in science. We're focused on future things that we can test. So last part of it is it has to be scientifically testable. So that's your definition. I could wax poetic about this forever. Let me just give you a few examples for those of you who are still around and curious. So the way that we use this in a scientific process is we'll have a hypothesis that something may or may not work. I have a hypothesis that a particular drug is going to reduce in a general population. It's going to prevent 90% of people from getting COVID compared to, it's going to be 90% more effective at blocking COVID than a control group. Well, that's great. That's educated because we designed this thing. It's a prediction about what will happen when we give it to people, and it's scientifically testable. Well, what makes it testable? We're not just giving it to people. We have two groups. We have group 1 with 1,000 people, and we have group 2 with 1,000 people. We could do a double-blind control study. More on that in my biology course if you're interested in what that means, but that's how it's actually can be done in best case. That means all of these people are given the same looking treatment. Let's say it's a vaccine. So all 2,000 people are given a shot. But this 1,000 people are giving the actual drug. They don't know it, and even the people giving the shots don't know it. Only the people in charge know it. And this 1,000 is given an identical shot, but it has no vaccine in it. It has everything else but the vaccine. Then we study them for a year, and we see of this 1,000, 50 people got COVID, and of this 1,000, 49 people got COVID. Well, we could say, whoa, what a great success, one less person. But what was our original hypothesis? The original hypothesis that it would be 90% more effective. Is this 90% more effective? No. And because we set that as our hypothesis at the start, we have to say this is not meeting the criteria. So this is kind of an objective way to, before you even run an experiment, make a prediction so that later you're accountable to say, did it reach that result or did it not? So a hypothesis is really the most important step of a scientific study. If you do a hypothesis right, it's going to set up everything else going from there. Thank you as always for your time and attention. Thank you to Scholar Dog. Oh, look, I got it that time. I always point with this one because it's a mirror image. Anyway, thank you for Scholar Dog sponsoring these videos. Thank you for all of you for your support. See you all next time.